Hello everyone, it's Andy from MAO Magic, and today I'm here with the neat Widget microphone. Now it comes in three different models, the Widget A, B, and C. We are here with the Widget A model because unfortunately these are selling out everywhere, and this is the only one that we could get our hands on. If you are unfamiliar with the brand, Neat Microphones is actually a part of Gibson. They say it's part of the Gibson brand's family. So the Gibson guitar company started the Neat microphone company, where they have the original line, which is the B microphones, and a whole set of mics that all look like B's, I guess. And now we have the Widget line, three in the Widget line, all have this kind of funky, retro, futuristic look to them. Now, Neat says there are pretty much two main goals to this new microphone line, and that is to make your recording sound better as well as your desk look better. So it's got two different kind of angles to it. One, it's supposed to look very different from anything else that you may see out there, as well as it has very high quality. So these are all recording at up to 96 kilohertz, 24-bit audio. So it's very high quality recording, pretty much as good as you're ever going to actually need for any home recordings. And that does work for voice recording like podcasts or voiceovers, maybe even what we're doing right now, or even audio recordings like playing instruments, anything like that. This will be perfect for. Now, surprisingly, this does not carry a ridiculously high price tag. It actually comes in at $99 for any of the three of the Widget line. Now, that's actually pretty reasonable in the microphone field if you compare to the other popular line in like the home professional microphone area, which would be like the Yeti blue microphones. They're $129 or so. Obviously, you can find them less when they're on sale. Usually for Black Friday, they get them down to like $80-some. But $100 is not out of the question for these mics, especially coming from Gibson. Besides, it comes with all these really cool stickers, and obviously that makes up for the price. Now, all of these are plug and play, which means you can simply plug them into your machine and they will be good to go. There's no actually software or any fancy installation you need to do. As long as your computer is reasonably up to date, they should contain the correct audio drivers to make these guys work. Now, these are all going to be USB 2.0 microphones, so they do not actually use any audio cables or anything like that. They're going to use the high-quality USB 2 to interface with your computer, which unfortunately means this is not really going to work for any mobile devices. So if you were hoping, oh, that's so nice, I'm going to do my recordings on my smartphone, something like that, that unfortunately will not work with this because it is going to be going over through USB 2. Now, the cable does look like it is integrated at first. However, it is removable. It's basically a standard USB cable. So not micro or mini, anything like that. It is going to be a standard one, something you'd find on like a printer. So pretty standard cable, so you are able to swap that out if you need to. But it does come with its own branded bright yellow one with the little cone on the back to match right into the design itself. The top here can be moved down. This little thing does not actually twist or help you in any way. It can simply slide up and down on that adjustable shock mount. Unfortunately, while it can be adjusted up or down, it does remain perfectly level. So that microphone is always going to be facing straight forward. So if you are going to be recording above your mic, or you would prefer to have your mic kind of tilted up at you, you're going to want to speak straight into there to get the best quality sound. If you're interested, the link is in the description below, but we will always break it down between the pros and cons. On the pro side, it's got very cool, unique designs. It's got an integrated pop screen and an integrated shock mount, which means you don't need any additional hardware. You don't need any of those pop screens, anything floating around. You can all do it with just the microphone itself. It is USB, which I actually prefer. I think it comes out as a higher quality than those going through the audio cables, and it is very high quality recording at 96 kilohertz, 24-bit audio. On the flip side of the Neat Widget microphone line, and first up is the style. Unfortunately, while that retro futuristic style is great for your home office, it may not be appropriate for your actual work office. So it really depends on where that style is appropriate. Unfortunately, you cannot tilt the condenser itself. It is always going to remain level, and you may not be able to actually point it up towards you if you are raising or if you are speaking above the microphone itself. The marketing photos make it look a little bit smaller than it is, especially if you're used to something like the Yeti microphones. Now, this is not too big of a problem, though, especially because it has everything integrated into it, including the shock mount and the pop screen, so you don't have to worry about those extra pieces of hardware. And unfortunately for me, I did have a faulty USB cable on my initial review unit. However, they were this was not like a set up review, but they were able to quickly get me a new one out, so their support was great in getting that taken care of. If you want to pick one up for yourself, it is in the description below. I've thrown in the link. Please ask any questions. Please subscribe. Check out our website, MAO Magic, and add it to your Apple newsfeed. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.